Hank, you're chasing a story about drums. What do you got?
1, 2, 3, 4. Danny Palazzo's a drummer, and he loves good old rock and roll.
I really like Stained, Alterbridge, Nickleback, Buckcherry, Theory of a Dead Man.
Yeah.
I like it all.
Buckcherry. Oh, yeah. Pure rock and roll right there.
All was not good in the neighborhood, however, as a next-door neighbor who worked from home filed a lawsuit, Bill, calling the drumming a constant interruption. Dan's dad, Jim, says that through 2 years of litigation, they've felt the need to watch their step.
Sometimes he would ask me, Dad, could I play? And I'd be like, you know, maybe you shouldn't. Or go check and see if for cars in the driveway. Even if it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon and she was home, I'd tell him, maybe better not.
The courtroom wrangling, Bill, is over. 2 years of hearings, even appeals, and the Palazzos have won, with the judge ruling that the plaintiff never proved that Danny's drumming is a nuisance. The Palazzo's attorney says that the complainants never had a good case, and it all really could have been handled neighbor to neighbor.
Come over and talk to your neighbor. A gentleman like Jim Palazzo, you come over and say, Jim, your son's playing drums while I'm trying to work. And Jim would say, hey, knock it off. Be respectful of your neighbors. Respect their right to a little bit of quiet, and at the same time, respect the kid's right to enjoy his hobby.
We reached out to the plaintiff, Joanne Trado, who told Allison that she didn't want to participate in the story. I did knock on her door to give her another chance yesterday evening. No answer. Her attorney, Joe Murray, however, today told us that he would not pursue another appeal.
You were under the impression of what?
That the case won't be appealed for a second time?
No, that's the wrong impression. The case is not going to be further appealed.
Okay, no, that was the impression that I had.
Now, I was also told that Murray's related to his client and that he had been pursuing the case against the Palazzos free of charge. His response was that's between him and his client.
Was the kid playing in the middle of the night? I'm trying to wrap my head around what would make a legitimate lawsuit against a kid playing the drums. Was he up all night? What was he doing?
He's a senior in high school. When this was filed, he was a sophomore, meaning that he's in school most of the day, 3/4 of the year.
Really, whenever I played, it was 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes at a time the most. Pretty much when I'm bored after school or before work.
That sound good, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
My neighbor, he plays the drums. Frustrating, but I know one day that my house is going to be loud, and it's just a common courtesy of the neighbors that you just kind of deal with it. I mean, at least he's being respectful.
We don't
enough.
sue over it, right?
Exactly.
It's outrageous. I mean, if I were playing, like, I could see suing over it because, right, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm annoyed just at you playing that just now.
Hey, this I got.
No, but honestly, it's not like he even has a band.
How did a judge not throw that out before it even got that far? Come on. Don't these towns have local noise ordinances? So you would expect that the police would have been called for a noise violation well before we got to court.
Your expectations are well founded. The police were called early on in the process, and town inspectors came out with noise meters, and the sound did not meet local noise ordinances. In other words, it was underneath that level. So there you go. They did this, and it wasn't loud enough. Hey, Dan, I think I'm all good. I wouldn't want for you to get in any trouble with the neighbors, all right?